Hi, everybody. This is Miss Janice at LOCstersEmbassy. How are you today? I'm trusting that you're doing well. I already made a video, but then I had to do it on my phone because it wasn't telling me somebody is calling. It says it wasn't telling me or letting me use my camera, and I couldn't figure that one out. So what I did, I'm going to take this one and then I'm going to upload it. I finished my hat for a lobster design, and as you can see, my hair is fitting in it. I stuck my hand in so that my hair can get in there. I pushed it up in the bag. And if you saw my video regarding how to start a business, oh, this goes here. And then I just knew I had enough hair to fill this up, but still not. So it's in there though. Did you like the design in the back? Let me show it to you one more time. Try to get a little closer. Hold up. I love wearing hats. Anyway, and y'all know that usually when I do my hair, I usually do this part back, this part to the side, just let it hang. And how is the outside business advertisement going with the car? I've been getting your outside business going. Mine has been going pretty well. I think I've uploaded a video or a picture regarding how my car looks with the bows on the side to get the people's attention. Then I put eyelashes on the lights. And I went outside and they were like this the other day because of the sun. I was like, oh no. So I might have to take my eyelashes off, my fake eyelashes off of my car. Okay, so this is the next project that I'm doing because remember I said in order to start your own business, the first thing you want to do is to make sure it's something that you like to do. Just free, just plain old, you like to do it anyway, whether anybody pays you or not. That way you're not wasting your time. You're not trying too hard to do something that you know that others don't like. You're not worrying about other people. What you're doing is you are advertising yourself, your talents, your what makes you happy. And so of course I make these and of course I sell them. The advertisement that I showed on the other lobsters video. Let me see, probably about a week or so ago. But since then, I've sold. No, this person never came. But I did get calls though. I've gotten calls. I've gotten questions. I got like that. And of course, I made this for myself because this is one of the last. My sister passed, and so this is one of the last yarns that she got me, the yellow one. The other ones I had already. But I had to make something out of the yellow yarn for myself. This is my next project. Remember, I have these. I'm selling them for $10. It comes with a J hook. These usually sell for $10. Oh, I don't even know if you can see it. Hold on. Well, if not, look at one of my other short videos. Okay, so then I have the yarn that I'm going to add to it. So I'm going to open it here. And I'm going to show you how I usually do this. Remember, they're all different colors, all different lengths. Look at this. Even this one is a different color by itself. Look. So my contemplation today is to basically cut it in half because it's already cut on the end. See here? At the end. And what I'm going to do is stitch around the end with the small hook. I'm going to come on again and show you the process itself. But I wanted to make sure that I open one before you guys and young ladies. I was gonna say gals, but I don't like that. I don't like to be called gals, so you young ladies. And what I'm gonna do is here you go. You're either gonna do it once or twice. It's not that it's gonna come out or anything like that. Then you get one of the smallest hooks that you have, and then you thread these through, and this is how you're gonna start. And I'm explaining it to you so when you see it, you're like, oh. And I'm going to close up the end with a color that's in here. So I have purple yarn. I have the yarn that's supposed to be yellow looks more gold. And the nice part about it is if I cut it in half, I can use green on this end, right? And then I could either use white on this end with blue. And you all know how I like to create a design with the colors. So I'm thinking about that. And if I cut it in half, that's why I said it's my dilemma. Because normally it'll look like this. But the nice part is instead of having to make it like this, well, there's my hair, you guys. With my ends, I wanted that look. It's called a knotted afro. So that's how it kind of looks today. But anyway, when you put it on your head, you don't have to put it on your head, but I'm going to show you. See how wide it stretches? So it gets wider and wider like that. So it's basically this here, and then it's going to be another mushroom. But I think the very first one that I make, of course you'll know because the next video I make, I'm gonna be like, I cut it, or but so I think I might cut these in half. So the other end, the end that I cut, and make another mushroom, but out of the material that's stretchy already. I won't have to do this part. But like I said, I wanted to make me one personally so that everyone knows that I know how to crochet. So I'm making it myself. And I've been thinking about putting them on Etsy. Etsy is an online selling, like if you make something, you can sell it online and they get a percentage. Maybe it's 2.7%. We'll say 3%. What that is 3 cents out of every dollar. 3 cents out of every dollar. And so if you go this route, what you do is you time it to see how much time. So now you're getting paid for your time. You're not getting paid basically for the article itself or the material, etc. You're getting paid for your time. So if you want to sell something for $40, you make a $40. You want to sell something for $50, you make a $50 LOCstersEmbassy design. You make a $40 LOCstersEmbassy design. And now that I have it off my head, I should be able to show you better. That's the design. And I like putting the O's because Osborne. So I appreciate the fact that it's a circle. And let me see if I can show you real quick. It looks like a mushroom. That's why I call them mushroom hats. That's why I call them mushroom hats. And I was going to hide that. There it is. Let me see if you can see it. It's a little piece of yarn sticking out. I'll stick it in. I'll hide it. What I usually do is take my crochet needle and just pull it through. I'm going to see if I can do it with my finger. So my pastor said to make a lot of these and just sell them. Sell them. She didn't say them. She said them. And then, and then on yesterday, my daughter, I told my granddaughter, I took my granddaughter to the store because I want her to start making something as simple that she can grow up making. And so what I did is I took her to the store and I got, what is it called? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Pillowcases. $1.99 for 2 pillowcases, and I think there were $4.99 for the king size. But she's just a minute worth of girl. And the first thing we're going to make is skirts. So I told her that we can use the bottom part of the skirt as the hem. That way we don't have to work too hard. Then we're going to use the top part as the opening. We're going to cut it so she can practice cutting on the line. We're going to cut it open. Then we're going to fold. Whoops. We're going to fold the top part down. Then she gets to sew that part. She said, Mommy, can you teach me how to sew by hand? I'm like, okay. But we're going to put the lace in. We're going to put the lace in. We're going to tighten the lace, and then we're going to put a ribbon about this wide around it so that she can have a lace with ribbon and then pockets. Something very simple. I mean, so simple that she can do it, you know. And then that way I want her to get good at that and making different kinds, you know, trimming the pockets, like that. I just want her to just get in sewing, get in like, and you should see the design she made. She put a bunch of O's on her square, and she said, I want puffy sleeves. So she's getting an idea of how to do puffy. So when I see puffy, you know, a bunch of circles on, that means puffy. And then the wiggly lines mean lace, like that. So she was telling me like what her ideas are. She was explaining to me what her ideas are. So I'm just trying to get you. You don't have to be a certain age. All you have to do is want to do it, and she wants to do it. I like to crochet with a J hook, so I'm going to be really a J hook specialist, because that's even the name of my hook, J hook, the one that you relock your hair with. Excuse me, reknot your hair with. So I hope you all like this simple designs that I'm making. Very simple. When I come back on, I should have this one started, and then you'll know whether I cut it or not. I'm not sure I'll cut it, but you'll know whether I cut it or not, because this is the design my nephew gave me. He said he wanted flat here and then a poofy in the back so that the hair can fit in it, right? Flat hair, poofy in the back. And the other one, of course, had the band around it that was loose so that you can pull it and tie your hair in. Once you stuff your hair in the bun part of the mushroom, once you stuff your hair in there, then you can tie it off. I didn't want that. As you can see now, oops, sorry. I'll get that when I finish. As you can see now, it still doesn't fit quite yet. I mean, I have a lot of lock space, but still doesn't fit quite yet. But anyway, this is how the hairs look when I take my lobster's design off. And this lobster design is a mushroom. These right here cost $50. The mushrooms cost $50. Some of them are big. The one I made before this one is big, and I probably would use more yarn, but I wanted to use up the yarn. I'm wanting to use the yarn that I had, so I'll probably finish this one with the rest of this yarn, because see, I didn't know that it had pink in it. I didn't know that it had yellow in it. Well, kind of knew, but not really. That's why I got green. The main colors were green, black, and purple. I don't remember the yellow. But as you can see, when you open it up, it looks a whole different a whole different better. A whole lot different from when it's in the bag. So I like that part. See, because this one here, folded in half, is almost the size of one of these, but not quite. You see? So it'll be prana perfect. It'll be kind of perfect. I'm glad I'm making these live because you cannot cut. I mean, I guess you can, but I'm not gonna. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for finding me, and that's why I'm using this one, right? LOCster's Embassy, because you personally have to find me in order for me to get started making. By that time, I should have like 3 or 4 made. All right. Thank you so much for finding me. You're enjoying your day. Be encouraged and stay focused on making a business for yourself in 2018. You start a business. You start one. You find out these are the requirements. It has to be something that you already like to do. That way, when you start wearing your product, who made that? Where you get that from? Oh, I make these. They're called mushrooms. And what I usually do is, I can tell it. And then I'll send them to LOCster's Embassy. All right. Be encouraged.